Imagine a moment when you begin to realize deep down that everything you experience, it's simply data. All of it. Your beliefs, your perceptions, your triumphs and your struggles. They're just pieces of code. Algorithms that have shaped your reality. Now as you look at this, you realize something extraordinary. All of it is editable. Just like a computer program. Some of the algorithms, they work better than others. Some bring success, while others seem to lead to failure. What if you could rewrite them? What if instead of getting stuck in one pattern, you always had the ability to add more options, to expand the possibilities in every situation? You see, when you think there's only one path, you're limiting yourself. Just like a program with only one line of code. It seems fixed, but here's the secret. There's always at least 3 options. Why 3? Because 1 isn't a choice. It's a single point. 2 is just a double bind, a trap, forcing you to choose one path without freedom. But 3 gives you the true power of choice. Once you realize this, you open up a world where you can always find more options, more freedom, more room to grow. Imagine calibrating your life like a masterful engineer, tuning a system. You move between extremes, learning contrasts, the difference between what works and what doesn't. Trial and error. They become not a failure, but a tool, a method for growth. The moment you stop fearing failure and instead embrace it as an opportunity to recalibrate, you start evolving faster. Now picture your brain as a self-organizing system, a living, breathing entity that seeks balance. Isn't that powerful? It seeks balance naturally. Every time you learn something new, every time you hit an obstacle, it corrects itself, adapts and evolves. It gets better automatically. But here's the magic. By simply adding more questions, things begin to shift. A question isn't just a query. It's an invitation for growth. You can sleep on it, and your brain, it'll work while you rest, evolving, upgrading, and self-correcting. And in this process, something amazing happens. You begin to interrupt the patterns, those automatic habitual responses, and you ask yourself new questions. When you feel stuck, you pause, interrupt the flow, and open yourself to new possibilities. It's like hitting the refresh button of your mind. What if I tried this? How can this be better? What's a more loving response here? These aren't just questions. They're keys that unlock endless options. And yes, emotions, those intense, powerful forces, they may have tried to suppress. They become your allies. They're not something to fear, but rather a tool for calibration. As you embrace your emotions, you tap into an immense energy that will help you to calibrate and expand your emotional range. You'll experience joy, love, excitement, happiness, and even humour. Each one offering a deeper understanding of who you are. You realise the full range of emotions is a powerful asset, not a hindrance. Now here's the challenge. You crave certainty. You want to know exactly what's coming next, to feel safe. But it's the uncertainty that holds the secret to growth. The unknown is where the magic happens, and when you step into it with a positive, optimistic outlook, knowing you can always ask, how can it get better? You create even more possibilities. You start looking at life like an adventure, filled with endless opportunities to expand, to learn, and to evolve. So let's pause for a moment. Think about those moments when someone triggers you, when their words or actions push your buttons. You may feel that reaction rise up inside, but here is where the true power lies. You get to choose how you respond. You're not a slave to those automatic reactions anymore. You can stop, breathe, think, and choose a more loving, caring, positive response. This isn't just about changing your reactions. It's about interrupting the old patterns and trying again. And every time you try, you get better. You become more playful, more joyful, more loving. And the beauty of this is, it ripples out, affecting everything around you. They may still be running, and they're all pre-programmed responses, but you're free. You're free to create a new reality, to see the best in others, and to uplift them, helping them become their best selves. Think for a moment about letting go of all the pressure. What would it feel like to stop taking everything so seriously, to embrace the fun, the joy, the lightness of life? Imagine laughing more, playing more, feeling the happiness that's always within you, ready to burst forth. The struggle, the challenge, that you once thought was inevitable, begins to lose its power. You no longer need to struggle. You have a choice now. And you choose joy. You choose lightness. You choose freedom. You choose fun. You choose to let go, to let loose, and to embrace all that's good, all that's new, all that's now. Can you see how it all works? Everything is just code, beliefs, perceptions. Even success and failure. And just like a code, you can change it, upgrade it, reprogram it. And as you do, you discover new ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, new ways of living. The more options you have, the more fun, the more joy, the easier it becomes to evolve. And the more you evolve, the more you realize everything is just data. Beliefs, trauma, perceptions, success, mental illness. It's all just algorithms, and they can be rewritten, edited and upgraded. You can create the life you want step by step by simply adding more options, choosing to ask better questions, and embracing uncertainty with optimism and excitement. You can choose to interrupt the old patterns, to question your beliefs, to calibrate your emotional range, and to create a life that's not bound by limits, but expanded by possibility. You're the master of your code, and you're always free to reprogram it however you see fit. And so it begins, the journey of growth, the journey of freedom, the journey of joy. You're not bound by any past patterns or experiences. Instead, you're free to create a new reality with more choices, more fun, and more joy than you ever thought was possible. And as you do, you begin to notice the magic of life unfold. Everything flows effortlessly, like a dance, like music, like a beautiful story, your story.